Welcome back to the deep dive. There's just nothing quite like that feeling, the energy of urban motorcycling.
Oh, yeah.
The speed, that engine sound echoing off the buildings. It's just this raw sense of freedom navigating the city.
It is addictive, that energy.
Yeah.
But here in 2025, the culture is really at a crossroads, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Our sources for this dive are pretty clear. That freedom, it has to be balanced really carefully with intense awareness and responsibility.
Absolutely. So our mission today is basically to cut through all that noise and give you the essential modern know-how for the urban rider.
Right.
We're giving you the roadmap to stay sharp, stay legal, and, crucially, stay alive. It's finding that sweet spot between the adrenaline and, total awareness.
And it's a good time for this dive. Because what's really interesting is as the whole motorcycle scene has exploded in popularity, so has the risk. The potential for chaos, for danger on the streets, it's just amplified. So we're unpacking what it really takes to embrace this lifestyle without, endangering the streets or yourself legally.
Okay, let's jump right into that core conflict then. The one dominating social media feeds, right? The excitement of those big street takeovers.
Yeah.
Versus the, let's face it, very heavy hand of the law. They look amazing on camera, sure, but the sources really hammer home that those thrills come with serious, serious legal risks.
It's a critical legal line. And a lot of riders, maybe they don't even realize they're crossing it. Speeding might get you a ticket, okay? But the sources stress. Once you start doing specific things, blocking intersections, doing burnouts in traffic, holding wheelies on public roads, you jump from a simple traffic violation to a criminal offense in pretty much every U.S. state.
And that jump in the type of charge, that's the real trap, isn't it?
Exactly.
What are the actual consequences? What should riders really be, worried about? It's definitely not just a fine anymore.
Definitely not. The charges often leap straight to things like reckless endangerment, criminal mischief. But the specific detail we found in the legal sources, asset forfeiture.
Oh.
Yeah. If your bike is seen as instrumental in a felony-level reckless driving charge, they can seize it permanently.
Wow.
You risk losing your bike. Could be worth tens of thousands of dollars, all for, a 30-second video clip?
Risking the bike and jail time for clicks? That's just a terrible trade-off. So this brings up a key question. If you do want to push limits, but safely and legally, what are the alternatives? Where can you get that adrenaline fix?
Well, a clear alternative is controlled environments. A lot of cities are actually starting to recognize this need, this appetite for stunting and speed.
Okay.
So you're seeing more sanctioned stunt lots or closed course track days, places where you can practice slides, braking, even wheelies, but without the legal heat, often with trained spotters too. That's where the community energy should be focused.
And that links directly back to the rider's responsibility to the whole motorcycling community, right?
Absolutely.
Because when these illegal takeovers happen, they generate so much heat from law enforcement, as the sources put it.
And if you connect the dots, that backlash hurts every responsible rider. The person commuting, the weekend cruiser, the folks doing a charity ride. Everyone feels it.
Yeah.
The legal stuff, sanctioned events, organized meetups, charity runs, that's how the culture thrives, how it keeps its credibility. You got to be an ambassador,
Yeah.
not someone burning bridges with the public and the police.
Okay, so Section 1 was all about predictability for the law. But let's shift gears. You can't control the law if you can't control your bike. Let's talk physical safety nets, starting with gear.
Yeah, gear is just non-negotiable. The basics, full-face helmet, armor jacket, gloves, proper boots, reinforced pants, it's the absolute minimum baseline. You're gearing up like your life depends on it. Because honestly, if you go down, that gear is the only thing between your skin and the road.
But I really want to dig into the 2025 tech edge. What's the one piece of modern smart gear that the sources are highlighting as making the biggest difference for urban survival now?
Okay, that would almost certainly be the integrated airbag vest. It's moving from being a luxury item to, almost a standard piece of safety kit for serious riders.
Right. How do they work?
They use sensors like gyroscopes, accelerometers, to detect a crash. Just as it's happening, say a car pulls out, T-bones you, and bam, they inflate high-pressure airbags around your neck, spine, chest in milliseconds.
That sounds incredibly life-saving. But I bet they're expensive. What's the reality on cost versus effectiveness?
They are pricey, no doubt, often over $1,000, maybe more. And then rearming them after they deploy costs a few hundred too.
Okay.
But the data, it's really compelling. They drastically cut down on common serious injuries, collarbone breaks, neck tissue damage. So for the urban rider facing those higher risks, that investment, it pays off big time in reducing potential harm.
Incredible tech. And that leads perfectly to the other half of physical safety. The bike itself. How does the predictability of the motorcycle play into the rider's safety?
Well, think about it. Your bike is your most vital piece of safety gear in a way.
Yeah.
If it doesn't respond exactly how you expect every single time, you lose that ability to make split-second, precise choices in traffic chaos.
Which brings us back to the pre-ride check.
Yep. The standard four are always mentioned. Tires, brakes, lights, chain. Everyone knows those. But for experienced riders, what are the subtle things often missed that could actually lead to, like, a catastrophic failure?
Exactly. That's where the deep dive comes in. What are those critical details our listeners should be checking every single time?
Okay, look beyond just tread deck on tires. Think about fluid integrity. Are your brake fluid reservoirs clean? Topped up. Old brake fluid absorbs moisture, and that dramatically increases brake fade, reduces stopping power. That's a killer in an emergency city stop. Also, check your fork seals. Even a tiny leak means your front suspension is compromised. Less predictable handling in corners or, emergency swerves. Maintenance isn't just about performance tuning. It's about ensuring you can absolutely trust that machine when milliseconds are all you have.
Trusting the machine, critical. But trusting yourself, just as vital. Let's tackle that line between riding with skill and riding with ego. We all want to feel capable, but where's the danger zone?
Mastery is the goal, right?
Yeah.
But ego often leads straight to disaster. True mastery is about perfecting fundamentals. Super precise throttle control, smooth, coordinated braking, really understanding counter-steering.
And practicing emergency skills.
Oh, you absolutely have to,
Right.
but not on public roads. That's the key distinction. Take it somewhere safe.
So the clear solution is proper training, formalized clinics. But what do these schools offer besides just, say, learning to wheelie without crashing?
They offer dynamic skill building. We're talking like advanced track days, specialized braking clinics. They teach you emergency threshold braking from highway speeds, how to stop fast without locking the wheels or losing control.
Those sound like the real-life saving skills.
Exactly. Those are the skills that genuinely save you when a car suddenly pulls out. Not balancing on one wheel. These clinics build muscle memory in a controlled place, so when chaos hits for real, you react with skill, not just panic.
Okay, so you've got the skills dialed in.
So here's the thought to chew on. How does making your own machine totally predictable, every brake response, every throttle twitch, how does that actually boost your ability to anticipate and navigate the complete randomness of everything else happening around you? It's like this ultimate feedback loop for safety. Control what you can control perfectly to better handle what you can't.
That is a great question to ponder on your next ride. Ride free, ride legal, and ride alive.